Let's move on to stock or opportunity linked to social media, number 3. Now we are talking MTN. It operates in 21 countries. It's got a fabulous big business, of course, in Nigeria, South Africa are the big ones, and then Iran. I want to talk about Iran again in a minute. It's got over 200 million customers, which means apparently that about 1 out of every 70 humans on the planet are MTN customers. That makes you think, isn't it? Market cap of 328 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 17 roughly, dividend yield pretty good at 3.7%. Okay, so why are we talking about this? Well, we're talking about it because, of course, MTN is the best way probably to play the emerging markets mobile investment opportunity because of the countries in which it operates. Because countries like Nigeria and Iran have enormous populations of young people. They have terrible fixed line infrastructure, so that's not even an issue. And they are in a position to really put smartphones in the hands of these people and to enjoy the profits and the returns that come from providing that. As the handsets improve in the general customer base, so too does the investment opportunity and the sales from data. So I know that in South Africa there's a lot of hoo-ha currently about mobile termination rates, but remember, that's voice. Only old people talk on cell phones. Old people talk on cell phones. Young people never talk on cell phones. All they do is send each other text messages. So it doesn't matter what your mobile termination rate is. That's what's important, is the data content that's coming through there. That's Sifiso Debengwa. He is a top guy. He's been in South Africa a long time. He's originally Zimbabwean, used to work for Eskom, moved into MTN some time ago. There's also Putuma Nhleko, who's the chairman of the board, but Sifiso is really the key guy, really looking to deepen the businesses where they operate currently. I said I would talk about Iran. Iran is very important because it's 80 million young population, but of course it's kind of like the pariah hound dog of the world, and it's got sanctions, and the Iranian rial fell in a heap. If you follow international news closely, you will notice that in recent days, the Iranians have been negotiating with the P5+1 countries in Geneva about a deal to wind down their nuclear program in order to get the sanctions lifted. Very, very positive news with regard to Iran, because effectively that means that if the currency becomes convertible, that asset, which represents very little of MTN's current share value at 200 Rand a share, suddenly starts to look a lot more exciting, because the opportunity then is to grow it and to get a more open economy going, and all that sort of stuff can happen. Not that Nigeria is not unimportant. Remember, Nigeria has got I think it's going to be one of the world's most populous countries in a few years' time. There are more young people being born every year in Nigeria alone than in the entire Western Europe. MTN has a more than 50% market share in Nigeria. Hugely important, and a hugely important market, because in that country, if you have a 2G connection, you're regarded as living in a top area with good signal. 2G, edge, not even 3G. What are you talking about? And the number of people there that have the little candy stick Nokia type phone with a terrible screen is still many. So the opportunity, once those people get rich enough to afford iPhones and Samsung Galaxies and so on, is incredible. And that'll be the kind of market that advertisers want to reach out to, and we'll see these kinds of deals coming through. So good. MTN, definitely hot, definitely hot. We are a big holder in our hot stocks portfolio, and in recent weeks, we've held it. It's now trading back at an all-time high, despite the mobile termination thing. Don't worry about that. Focus on where this company is going. It's got amongst the most attractive customer bases in the world.